So we seriously need to talk about this new footage that just leaked from 50 Cent's documentary about Diddy because it has to be some of the craziest, wildest things we've seen in a long time. 50 Cent has some of the survivors and witnesses of Diddy's alleged crimes in the documentary talking about what Diddy allegedly did to them and their loved ones. So after trolling Diddy for weeks, 50 Cent leveled up by claiming Diddy allegedly took out multiple people who came super close to exposing him years ago. Now this isn't your regular run-of-the-mill conspiracy theories. 50 Cent says he's got insider info and hard evidence to back it up. He's even pushing to reopen federal investigations into these deaths, swearing he's got the goods to prove that he allegedly had a hand in it. Also, hold on, because 50 Cent means business when it comes to taking down Diddy, and the streets are saying that Diddy is on the run now, that the feds are sniffing around. Y'all better come on in the room, because it's about to be a crazy mess. All 50C was notating when he said that he was coming for Diddy. He's on a mission to expose the side of Diddy that we never got to see until recently. And it's seriously wild. 50 Cent's been standing 10 toes down when it comes to exposing and shaming Diddy, but this time he has some pretty hard proof that has Diddy on the run. When Diddy first got sued by Cassie, 50 announced that he was working on a documentary about Diddy. He tweeted, "Did he do it coming soon? GLG Green Light Gang." And another one, he also said, "Rapper, I thought Diddy was a billionaire music mogul. If he's smart, he will file bankruptcy now. Anyone with real money knows why I'm saying this. I'm the best producer for the job, guys. Here come the receipts." So at the time, we all thought that he was just joking about making a documentary, right? I mean, he's known for trolling, but surprise, surprise, the joke was really on us. He was totally serious. And he immediately started digging deep into the situation, finding witnesses to speak against and recount their experiences with him with some hard proof. And 50 Cent came with the big guns while the big networks found out about this project. And it turned into a full-on beating war because they knew that it was going to be a really big, juicy deal. Everyone wanted a piece of the pie. And things got intense while Netflix came out on top, winning the rights to the documentary. We don't know the exact price tag, but let's just say the numbers are jaw-dropping, and 50 Cent made bank on this documentary. But seriously, can't you even blame him? This wasn't just any old documentary. It's pure gold, filled with drama, intrigue, and more twist and a pretzel factory. And the story was begging to be told, and Netflix knew they had a winner on their hands. 50C made the announcement and said, "Guys, we're all making good television. Minds just happens to be the best. Netflix wins the beating war. But if more victims keep coming out, I'm going to need more episodes." Now, 50 Cent has always been putting his foot firmly on Diddy's neck since Cassie's lost, who first became public. 50 shaded Diddy, saying, brother, love you out here, looking crazy as a mug." But 50 Cent is determined to make Diddy look even crazier and maybe even send him to jail. Word on the street says that 50 Cent's documentary is about to give us solid proof that Diddy allegedly takes out his enemies. And 50 is ready to spill it all. But if we're being completely honest, hearing about Diddy allegedly unaliving people shouldn't be all that shocking, because the streets have been saying this for a minute now, and insiders have been pointing fingers at him for ages. Cassie said Diddy tried to blow up Kid Dill, claimed that Diddy allegedly took out Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls, and Jaguar Wright say Diddy allegedly took out multiple people at Uptown Records. And according to Little Rod, Diddy even bragged about taking people out and getting away with it because he had the police in his pocket and has been pulling the strings. The court document said defendants executed the RICO enterprise with a violence threatening to eat plaintiff's face, displaying and distributing good in plaintiff's presence, bragging about having law enforcement under control, bragging about Ming people, and bragging about bribing witnesses and jurors in the criminal case concerning the 1999 NYC nightclub shooting with Shine. Y'all, it looks like Diddy's done talked himself into some more trouble, and 50 Cent is determined to take him down. because of it, but right off the bat 50 Cent named Kim Porter, which isn't a shocker because we've all heard the rumors, but hold on, because 50 Cent isn't stopping at Kim Porter, he's also talking about her boyfriend after she left Diddy with a guy named Shakir Stewart. Now for years people that knew Kim Porter and Diddy have said that Diddy used to get physical with Kim. But what a lot of people don't know is that Diddy used to get physical with her even after they broke up, because he was just so obsessed with control. One night when they were at home at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way, and Kim took one of those quartz skulls and ripped his wrist up and hit an artery, and when she did that he had to rush over to Luke's hospital. Now Diddy has gone over and above to protect his image, but there are a few articles here and there about him putting hands on Kim, like this article that dates back to 2005. They wrote Daddy Combs' girlfriend Kim Porter was left with a broken nose after the couple argued on Combs' yacht in Sano. Combs flew in a specialist plastic surgeon from Geneva. After the accident, Porter has since claimed that she hurt her face after she banged her nose on the table. But even after that, their relationship was off and on most of the time. And during one of their off breaks, Kim started a thing with a man named Shakir Stewart. And Diddy did not like this. An insider reported that Kim was seeing Shakir, and Diddy found out and went up fish. He tracked Shakir down to his hotel. Then Diddy went up there without security and him to a pulp. Don't let the shiny suits and curls fool you. Did Wolf a man up? So just when we thought that things couldn't get crazier, the news dropped like a bomb. Shakir was found in his home, tragically dead from gunshot wounds. The official verdict was that he had unalived himself. But according to a lot of people in his inner circle, this was highly unlikely. A whole bunch of folks weren't buying the official story. No, they had their suspicions. And those suspicions pointed straight at Diddy. Then the rumor mill went into overdrive, spinning tale about how Diddy allegedly had something to do with it to send a message to men to stay away from Kim Porter or else. But Shakir wasn't the only person around Kim Porter who mysteriously ended up dead, and in weird circumstances, because one of Kim's closest friends, Erica Kennedy, also passed away under the shadiest circumstances after writing a book loosely based on Diddy's life. Well, a segment in 50 Cent's documentary also dived into the topic of Erica's death, and this is heavily implicated Diddy. Well, Erica was well known in the industry in the 2000s as a blogger, writer, and publicist for several fashion brands, including Tommy Hilfiger and Diddy's fashion brand, Chez John. Not only was she good friends with Kim Porter, but she was also close friends with Cura Lee Simmons, and they were an inseparable trio. Erica and Kim Porter both served as bridesmaids in Camera's wedding to Russell Simmons, and Erica is even godmother to Camera's daughters. Now, you think that Diddy would at least try to pretend to be a good person around Erica, considering how close she was to his then girlfriend Kim. But he was reported to be badly behaved around her. Erica saw more than enough of his horrible behavior, and in 2004 she wrote a bestseller book titled Bling, which is believed to have been written about Diddy. You see, the book was about the music industry and was based around a flamboyant hip-hop music mogul who signs a very young female artist to his label and begins to date her and control her. You know exactly the type of stuff that Diddy allegedly did to Kim Porter. But later, due to Cassie a few years down the line, Erica even compared the book to the real-life situation of Cassie and Diddy when she said this undercover Cassie Diddy stitch is so lame at Mimi that it freaks me out. I conjured this. The man in this book was Diddy to a T. And in nobody's surprise, Diddy didn't like it one bit. According to several insiders around Diddy at that time, Diddy was furious and lost his mind out of anger, and he repeatedly wanted her unalive. She was also one of the very first people to hint that there was more to Diddy and his parties than met the eye. She made the revelation back in 2004, when most people didn't dare to speak about Diddy in cases like that. Speaking about it in her book, she said everybody kept talking about how scandalous that book was. I really didn't see the big deal. I knew I could write a story about a PD party, and show these people what scandal is really all about. So not only did she indirectly confirm that the book was about Diddy, but she also hinted that she had more dirt on him that she was planning to spill in another book. According to insiders, she started working on the book in late 2011 to early 2012, but in June 2012, she was mysteriously found dead in her apartment. But it gets even shadier. For some reason, the authorities have never released the official cause of death. But they claimed that she had allegedly outlived herself. Yeah, the math is definitely not mathing on this one, because it isn't standard procedure for the cops to not reveal the cause of death, even when it comes to public figures.